The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Out, 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 out. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 13, check 13.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Cook. And some room to roam now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at the 34.
Regular.
Brady. He's got it to James White. 7 yards on the... play, and it'll be second down. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's it, baby. We go
first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
40's Mike, 40 rip. I smell fear in that offense. I smell bravo.
Brady now on first down. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Regular. Hey, go 66.
Brady gives to Michel. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check safety. Shadow.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Goal 50. Kill. Alert. Kill. Goal 50.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Wait, set. Round 80. Hey, check it. Double. Right there. Hey, check it.
Now he'll throw with Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. 54. Right. 54. I can't believe it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
80 weapons. He's checking. Crash. Check. Fresh.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Let's go.
Throwing, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady, that's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch. Kill. Alert! Hey, 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Here I come.
Throwing again, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first. Down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
66. Run. Mike's 54. Too little, cut. 25. Check 28. Echo. Slam. 72. No, 66.
Brady to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Shadow. Hey, orbit. One set. Check, Mike. Alpha.
Brady now to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Say, let's go on. No, 66. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hold 50. Ozzy.
Shotgun now for Brady. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Hey, dude. Check 37. Check it.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, Alabama.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph. 41 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 39 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. All right, we got a second here. Let's have some fun. Let's be cheesy, because why not? So we have the 71st Emmys on Sunday.
No wine. Just straight cheese.
71st Emmys on Sunday. So let's hand out a few awards.
Okay.
Let's start with Best Supporting Actor right now in the NFL. Who are you going with?
I'm going with the Mustache Man, Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville, because despite the fact that they're 1-2, got their first win last Thursday against Tennessee, he stepped in week 1 and set a record for rookie quarterbacks. What was he, 22 of 25 throwing in that game? 88% right out of the gate, and has continued good play since then. And let's face it, the Mustache Mania is sweeping Duval County as well as the rest of the state of Florida.
Best actor in a lead role, I'm assuming you're going Mahomes.
You have to, because we kept saying he couldn't possibly do what he did last year. He's on a pace to eclipse what he did last year in every category. And by the way, hasn't thrown an interception yet, and his team's undefeated at 3-0.
All right, one more. Best director, head coach. Who do you got?
I'm going to go each conference. AFC, Sean McDermott, Buffalo Bills, off to a 3-0 start. I'm not sure how many people saw that one coming. And then in the NFC, finally fulfilling their promise here in the early going, the San Francisco 49ers and Kyle Shanahan. Also undefeated, getting ready to take on the Los Angeles Rams for supremacy in the NFC West in the upcoming weeks.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alabama. Watch the twin. Hey, Charlie. 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. 53 Linda.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Brady going to go on 4th down, and able to find Dorsett. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab, as his guys have now moved out in front. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead is now 2. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. What is that?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Cousins now from the 50. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Again, it's Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So after the INT, it's Brady eluding the pressure right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. Ozzy. Hey, both 66.
Now Michel. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And Brady will sneak it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run with Michelle. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.